What's up, everybody? I'm excited because I've got a beautiful guest on the show today. So remember I told you that I have a guest coming and I didn't know when. She's finally here. We're going to talk about her, everything that she does. She's so beautiful, and I cannot wait till she comes on the show. So what I want you guys to do is go get yourself a biscuit, get something to drink, and let's get ready for this show. I'm gonna play the intro again, so please forgive me. I'm gonna play the intro and then I'm gonna bring her up. Okay? This is the Dee Dee Walker Live Show. This is your girl Dee Dee Walker Live. If you're coming to this channel for your first time, make sure you subscribe, share this video, and notification bell. I said bell. You know what I'm talking about. I'll be in a second. Surpresa? What's happening, Captain?
What's happening?
Oh my God.
How are you?
You guys, this has been in the making for how long now?
Oh, wow.
Oh wow. And I'm gonna say it's all my fault. It's all my fault.
No.
Nikki. Guys, I forgot to tell you, her name is Nikki. And I'm gonna let her introduce herself and tell you guys all about her. So go ahead, girl.
Okay. First off, thank you for having me on your show. I'm very honored. And my name is DJ K Nikki, and AKA K Nikki Gardner. I got a lot of AKAs. I'm a DJ. I'm a open format mixed DJ. I'm also a self-published author, and I'm also the COO to Creative Stream Live app, which is a free app that you can download on your Android and iPhone, where it's a bunch of us live DJs. We call ourselves the All-Star DJs, and we all do live stream and live shows on the radio, and you can also read blogs, and it's a whole lot of stuff that you can do in the app.
Ooh, nice. Okay, so we're going to start. First of all, you have DJ in front of your name. When did you start DJing? Like, what made you think that you could get up and do ones and twos? When did you start doing all of that?
I tell everybody I always love music because my father, he had a bunch of records, old school records, and he played it every day and sang with it because he was singing a lot. And that's when I fell in love with music. Didn't know what I wanted to be in music, but eventually, I started when I became a teenager. I would listen to Red Alert and Wendy Williams, and I wanted to be on the radio, but I didn't know what. Still, but what I did was I was in a relationship. It was my first serious relationship. He was a local DJ. He knew how to DJ. He'd go around with his boys, and they all DJ also. And unfortunately, it was an abusive relationship. But I was
okay.
Okay.
No, because I faded out for a second. I just wanted to know I was still here.
Okay.
I'm sorry about that. Go ahead. You said you was in a relationship that wasn't so great.
And he was a DJ, and I would listen to him DJ to avoid having fights with him. I would listen to him DJ, and I would listen to the radio or other DJs. That's how I learned. I learned by listening and watching. And so one of the things he told me not to do was never touch the turntable. It don't come out while he was playing. So when I finally got out of that relationship, I decided, I said, you know what? I'm going to buy my own turntable, and I'm going to teach myself how to mix. I can't tell you what was it that made me say, because I could have been like, you know what, forget everything after that. But something told me buy 1200, a mixer, and 2 speakers, and get you a couple of records and learn how to mix and see if you could duplicate what you heard. And I did that. And so I would try to do little parties or whatever, I wasn't all that good, but I was still out there. And eventually, as I started putting myself out there, I would meet different people who would actually teach me. And I actually went to to Jam Master Jam. DJ Jam Master J. Sorry, he has a school downtown, Scratch Academy. That's what it was called. And I went down there just to learn the basics of scratching and stuff like that, and I just continued from there.
Oh wow. That's an amazing story, and it's very, I usually ask this like towards the end, but I do, since you brought up abusive relationships, and I do talk to a lot of people with domestic violence and stuff. Like, what advice can you give a young lady that might be going through what you're going through? Because it looks like you turned to music, and that was your source of energy that you needed. Like, what advice would you give them
if they're in it right now? I tell them to choose their escape carefully and wisely. I know a lot of people say, "Oh wow, they just leave." It's not easy to leave. You don't know what person you're dealing with. If he claims he loves you, or she claims she loves him, however way it goes, and they have the audacity to hit you like somebody on the street, what else can they do? So you gotta be careful and plan your escape. Find your safe house. And there's help out there. Now, before, it probably wasn't a lot of help. Now there's a lot of help. There's a lot of phone numbers you can call. There's a lot of safe houses you can find. And talk about it. Tell somebody. You know what I mean? I know you're scared to tell somebody because you don't want them to get involved or get hurt. But if you got help, it's easy.
That's amazing. Like, and that is, you know what? That's right. Like, tell somebody. Even if you think that nobody is listening, somebody is listening. And sometimes people see your abusive relationship before you do.
They do.
And when you open up to them, they're like, I'm glad you open up and everything. So, thank you for sharing that. I also want to ask you, you said you was an author. Could you share with us about that?
It seemed like everything came from that relationship. Like I said, I always liked music, and I always liked writing. I always liked drawing. When I was a little girl, and I would write little stories and little poems and stuff like that. But I never thought I would become an actual author. It started off with when I left that relationship, I wrote a journal of what happened from the beginning till up to when I left, or what I was feeling and everything. And then when I reread it, I read it to myself, and I was like, "Oh wow, this sounds good. It sounds like a lifetime story." So I said, you know what? Why don't I write a book about it with a fictional character, and then probably it'll help me also see from the outside looking in what I was going through and why I went through it. So I wrote a story. My first book I wrote was called A Lesson Not Forgotten. I never published it yet, but I will. And it was my story of what I went through with him. And the first book that I did published was called Between a Rock and a Hard Place. I know it's Between a Rock and a Hard Place. This was the time when urban lit was really popular. So I figured to write a story.
I'm sorry, put it up again closer so people can see. I just realized it was like really fast. Yeah. Okay, we got it. We see it.
Right. Between a Rock and a Hard Place by Katie Gardner. And I figured I'd write a story that's similar to urban literature, so I could get some type of audience. Because I thought the story, my story, would be a little bit too much at first. It's for me and for others. So I wrote this book, and it's based around a independent artist and his entourage and the things that they go through in their lives and as an entourage, and things like that, and being swindled by a video vixen, and it's just a lot of suspense and stuff like that. It's not, I'm not really a street person, so I couldn't really do the urban lit where I could talk about selling drugs and talk about doing that, but
you're telling your truth. Telling your truth.
Yeah. And music is urban. You know what I mean? Music is urban enough for me, so I know about that. So why not put a story towards it? And I published it on myself.
Oh, wow. You
Yeah.
know, you're amazing. And I just want to let you know, you said that you're not street. See, what a lot of people don't understand, when you're going through something, it doesn't matter if you like on the street, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Or
Mm-hmm.
you are a housewife in Beverly Hills. When you're going through, that's your story. And
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you put that out there.
Yeah.
So, do you see yourself like doing any movies? Is that's where any movies or something like that?
I actually do want to make this book a movie, and I was thinking of one of my friends. They was like, "Why don't you do a play? Do something different to do a play." And I was like, "Wow," but you know what? Let me not say no. I'll put it
Okay.
out there in the universe because I didn't think
Okay.
I was gonna
Yes.
do all of this.
I'm
I
putting it
never
out in the
thought.
universe. She's going to do a play. She's going to do a movie.
See,
Yes.
all of that. So
All
watch
that in the
out.
bag of bucket. Bag of chips.
Thank you.
See, I always be messing up phrases. Bag of chips, guys. Bag of chips.
That's your phrase then.
Oh my goodness, you are amazing, and I'm glad that I finally got this, opportunity for you to come on my show because, you know, dealing with what you were saying, which was domestic violence, overcoming that, writing a book, you got the DJing, you got this app going on. Tell me about this app.
It's
I know
called
you played it a little bit, but just a little bit more.
Okay. Creative Stream Live app. Like I said, it's an app where DJs is called All Star DJs, or a group of DJs that goes live on the radio and on the stream, and it's 24/7 stream and music. There's also blogs and podcasts on there too. I'm also in a podcast. It's called Let's Be Clear Radio. So it's all of that. Yeah.
She's doing everything, guys. She's writing books, she's podcasting, she's making apps, she's DJing. Goodness.
That's what people say.
Phenomenal woman.
Right? That's what people say. I don't understand why you're not so confident. You talk about you scared of this and scared of that, but you up here doing all this stuff. Yeah, so I partnered with the owner, which his name is Sean Quest. And yeah, we run the app with a couple of other people, and so far we try to launch it out.
Oh wow! I wish you guys much success.
Thank
and when
you.
you guys are ready to launch it out, please come on my show so we can do like an update. Because one of the things that I do in this show, I'll probably update them before you come on the show, but still come on the show. I do like a What's Up Wednesday, and I let people know like what's going on with my guests and everything. So, oh my goodness. You are amazing. Oh my God.
Thank you.
You are amazing. I am so honored to have you on this show.
Thank you.
My goodness. So you said you out there DJing too. So you have any gigs or anything coming up?
Actually I got one tomorrow. I'm doing an after party for a comedy show. And in Harlem, actually, it's called Comedy in Harlem. It's a Black-owned comedy spot now. It's actually kind of new. So I'll be there tomorrow night, and I start at 10, but I'll be there at 8 for the show because I want to watch the show. Yeah, besides regular private gigs like weddings and stuff, that's about it. But I'm looking for something right now.
Well, okay, so let me tell you guys, I like to tell you guys how I meet these folks. And so I met Nikki through Sean Felder, who I've actually interviewed on here before. And I was one of Sean Felder's XS energy drink model. That's a tongue twister for me.
It is.
My audience knows that I will jack her name up. I will make my audience know, so forgive me. And so are you, but you're doing so much more with him too. So could you explain that?
Yes. I started off as one of his models, like you. I started off as one of his models. I used to be a plus size model, and eventually, once we got to know one another, he asked me to be his assistant. So now I'm his assistant, and we get the models, and we also try to promote his drink, and put him out there, put him on videos, and get interviews like with you, and pretty much trying to get access. And there you go, access to drink out there. So yeah, contact Sean Felder.
Oh, wow. And you know, his story is pretty amazing too, because when I used to tell people, I was like, oh yeah, I'm like the XX model.
There I go.
You're looking so cute. But when I used to tell people that, you know, I was a model for the drink, and they were like, but that's Amway. And he has a success story with that. Is, you know, he became a distributor, and he went to court for them and won. So he's a pretty amazing guy. So this is an amazing thing that you guys are doing. And I just wanted to show up all the models and stuff like that, you know.
Yeah.
There's more.
What I like about him, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
What I like about Sean is that he promotes plus size, you know, in a positive way. And I appreciate that about him.
Yes. And these plus size models are gorgeous.
Aren't they?
Gorgeous. Oh my goodness, gorgeous. They're simply gorgeous. I'm so
yeah. Hey, they're creative.
Yeah. Look, I don't know if I could do something outlandish like that, because you know I belong to the itty bitty, you know.
Committee. I can't with you.
I'm an itty bitty titty committee, so I can't be doing all of that. Ooh, bleep that. Oh.
That's funny.
These models are gorgeous. You know, you guys are out there doing some amazing stuff. You really are, and I'm so proud of you guys. I'm so proud of you, Nikki, and everything that you're doing. You know, you just not wearing one hat, you're wearing many hats. You know what I'm saying? And every time, guys, when I go on Instagram and I follow this chick, she's doing something new. Every single time I go on Instagram, and you know me, I love to put my little selfies up there. So I think that you're doing some amazing stuff. So if people would like to follow you, how can they do that?
They could follow me on Instagram at DJ_K_NIKKI. Facebook, they could go to my page, which is DJ K Nikki, or they could follow me and Nikki Gardner, because I also promote on there. I'm also on Twitch, DJ_K_NIKKI. And you can go to my website at www.djknikki.com. And for my books, www.knickigardner.com.
Okay, guys, listen, when you guys hit just make sure you get all of that. If you hit the description below, you can get all of that stuff and you can go directly to her. And so I want to say thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Hopefully I'm not leaving out anything, you know.
I know. I'm getting old now, so I might have forgot something.
See, that's an invitation for you
to come back. Exactly.
Yes, Mama, come on back. And guys, I will be keeping up with her on What's Up Wednesday, and I will let you guys know what's going on with Nikki. Nikki, you are a beautiful soul. Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so much.
Yo, this was amazing. I really, really, really enjoyed having this sister on my show. It gave me chills because she's out there doing some phenomenal stuff. I'm so proud of her. And I cannot wait to keep you guys updated on my What's Up Wednesday that, you know, I try to upload every Wednesday, okay? And let you know what's going on with our girl, Nikki Wood. This is your girl, DD Walker Live. Make sure you share this video, like this video, comment on this video, and hit that notification bell. And one more thing before I go, and this is the most important thing, guys. I love you, man.